Afternoon baseball now, and a fine Sunday for our national pastime from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Today it's the third and final game in this three-game interleague series between the Colorado Rockies and the New York Yankees. So the Bronx Bombers look to end this three-game interleague series with a sweep. Next, Jordan Montgomery will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Really like this guy. He reminds me a lot of Andy Pettit, left-hander from the University of South Carolina. Not an overpowering fastball, kind of like Andy Pettit. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball.
Malik Smith the next to hit. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, the center fielder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Smith.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. These Rockies guys, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Williams, just 18 years old. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Danny, who stands out to you?
Matt, I can't wait to see what Aaron Judge has in store. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
The second baseman.
In now, DJ LeMahieu. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And there's ball 2 now. 1 out, nobody on. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
And another foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. Another one sent foul.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Now a foul tip here, but it's held onto by Iannetta to preserve the strikeout. Nicely done. Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. He comes into this one ranked number 6 in the American League home run race.
And not surprisingly, he's also near the top of the league in slugging percentage, which means not every ball's leaving the yard. A lot of extra base hits in this guy's arsenal.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Back up the middle. Hampson ranging up the middle. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
These teams don't match up all that often, but due to interleague, they get a chance to play this season, and it's really difficult to sweep a team in a 3-game series when you don't play that team all that often.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder David Dahl, another guy who profiles not only in center field but can cover both corners. Speed is his game, and he's only going to continue to get better.
No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 0-2 is taken for ball 1.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They still trail 1-0. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
1-1 the count. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. So stepping in, Luke Voigt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Hit softly on the ground to third. Arenado comes up with it. And there's out number 2. Here's Troy Tulowitzki now.
Batting none.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 0-1. Here it comes. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Tulowitzki, who's long been referred to as just Tulo, of course. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he's... And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3. They're down 1-0. Stepping up now, Malik Smith. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Fielder, Malik.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Smith handles the bat well against right-handed pitching. Doesn't have a lot of pop, but he does make contact, and of course he's always using his wheels to his advantage.
Yeah, and in today's game, how refreshing is it to watch this guy absolutely get down the first base line? I can't tell you what this does to a defense.
Skied into straightaway right. Blackman is under it. 1 out. So the bases are empty with one man gone, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Desmond coming in. He's there. Oh, but he can't hold on. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play.
The right fielder, Aaron.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. LeMahieu stands at first with 1 out. A ball and a strike. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
0-1, here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there. But
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Here's Miguel Andujar now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Good cut fastball in there. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Fouled off. He'll try again. 1-2. Still 1-2.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Hit hard on the ground to second. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Gary Sanchez. He got called out on strikes his last time through. A ball and no strikes. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
I mean, you look in the dugout right now, you see steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears. Somebody has to stay back and find a way to get knocked.
No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Still a little early to start talking about these things. There you go, right there. A big goose egg in that hit column, worth keeping in mind as we get later into the afternoon. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. 2-3 go the. Now in the box, Luke Voigt. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. One and two. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. Digging in, Troy Tulowitzki looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight.
High in the air and deep to left center field. In there for extra bases, and there goes the no-hitter. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Wow, I was starting to wonder if we had to go on no-hit alert, Dan. I know you were privy to that. Sixth inning right here, they finally break through with their first hit of the game.
And you have to wonder, D-Row, this guy had been cruising all along going into this sixth inning. We'll see if he can be able to buckle down right here. The sixth and seventh innings are normally the toughest inning for a starting pitcher, so we'll see if he can minimize the damage now.
Hit hard. Grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Slow roller out to short. Gonna be a tough play, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Ready for another chance? DJ LeMahieu, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. No balls and a strike to count. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Stepping in, Aaron Judge. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Sent on the ground, but right into the shift. Arenado charging this one on to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th. So coming to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Giancarlo.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Third baseman, Miguel.
First pitch is a cutter looked at 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Sun Hwan-Oh is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Colorado Rockies jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jim
Time of the
Williams
ball game,
earns
a
his
swift
6th
2 hours
winning
and
decision
19
in this one
minutes.
as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only
Our
1
paid
hit.
attendance
Wade
here at Yankee
Davis
Stadium
closes
this
the door
afternoon,
for the save, his 24th on the season. So that
The
just about
Yankees
does
thank
it for
you
Mark
for
DeRosa,
attending
Dan
and remind you
Plesac,
to
Heidi
please
Watney,
get
and our
home
entire
safely.
crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching. Almost set for evening baseball from Great American Park in Cincinnati. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Cincinnati Reds. Number 19, an early contender for the home run crown, takes the field next. Luis Castillo, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, in the day and age where we consider quality starts, 3 runs or less in 6 innings, this guy pitched awfully good into the 9th inning.
So digging in now, Jose Peraza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Now, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
The 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, Matty, you've got to keep an eye on Yasiel Puig. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Now at the plate, Jesse Winker, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
The left fielder, Jesse.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. In his career, Winker is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
I love everything about this guy's offensive game. The name of the game is to get on base and score runs, and this guy does it as good as anyone.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Blackman is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping into the box, Joey Votto. He comes into this one 6th in the National League in home runs.
Boy, one of the top home run hitters in all of baseball, though, D-Row. Only 1 home run in this last 10 games.
Yeah, hasn't hit for much damage lately. Kind of expanding the zone, but look for him to get hot again. Hey, that 2-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap?
And Chisenhall will make the catch and set to get his evening at the plate started. Jim Williams batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one.
Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and up to hit next, a guy who's turned into a big-time RBI man, Scooter Gennett. 0-1 the count. The windup and the 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone, and if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
Nope. Lays off 2-2 now.
2-2.
Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
Not what you want to do on the mound, go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
There's ball 4. Striding in, Matt Kemp. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
The center fielder.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
A pause and the 0-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And here's a swing and a miss by Kemp as he's a strikeout casualty. 2 away. In now is Yasiel Puig.
Batting 7.
And he lays off there 1-0.
Yasiel Puig.
A 1-1 count to Puig. Hot shot on the ground is short. Story brings it in. Throw on to second for the force in the side. Striding in for the Rockies, Jim Williams. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Williams
takes this the other way to right. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here. Coming to the plate now, Tucker Barnhart. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-zip here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. Taken in by Chisenhall. And there's one away. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. So one gone now in the Cincinnati third. And digging in to hit next, it'll be the pitcher, Luis Castillo. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Pops this one up. Walters over to his left. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. And here's Jose Peraza. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Fouled away. Hit on the ground out to short. Story picks it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready now for Cincinnati. Jesse Winker 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The left fielder, Jesse.
This is pulled into right.
Winker.
Blackman is there, and he makes the catch for the out. In is Joey Votto now. He popped out in his first trip.
Cincinnati, the first baseman, Joey
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And that misses 2-2. No runs, no hits, one error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Hampson onto the grass. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. No runs, no hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jim Williams. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB. He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Digging in once again, David Dahl, and we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Scooped up. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends. Here's the second baseman, Scooter Gennett. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
And that misses 1-1. The 1-1. Down the third baseline. And the Reds have their first hit of the game.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, woof, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Yasiel Puig. First offering on its way. High in the air out towards shallow right. Blackman is under it.
2-2-2.
He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Jeanette leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. This one's
1-1.
down to third. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. 5 innings have been no problem as he's. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Amir Garrett. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they face other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
On the Reynolds over at first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So the lineup flips over and digging in. Jose Peraza 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. In there, 0-1.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Desmond is after it. He makes the running play. 2 down. So striding forward now, Jesse Winker. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And he will get there to make the running play, and digging in to try it again, Jim Williams. First pitch on its way. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Now this will rattle up against the wall. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left on base. Stretch time now here in Cincinnati. It's the Rockies 8 and the Reds nothing. Joey Votto is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Needed to lay off that pitch upstairs, but it's 1-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Lifted into the air out towards center field. Desmond has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Eugenio Suarez.
1 out, nobody on. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Scooter Jeanette is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. So he keeps rolling right. So here's Matt Kemp now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now 0-2.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And up next, the right-handed bat of Yasiel Puig. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Coming to the plate now, Tucker Barnhart. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed. Strike 1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
1-2.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit on the ground to short. Story scoops it up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning. Nolan Arenado will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitch. A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. Colorado put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious.
A player receives the check-in from one of his coaches.